Dub C here. We're back with another MRE ration review. Today I got an Austrian 24-hour meal. I'm really excited to try this out because I see there's travel lunches in here, and I've really enjoyed those mains before. Actually taking this out on a hike. I'm out enjoying the beautiful weather. I'll be eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner out here, and it's a breakfast time, so I'm going to bust this open and see what we got. Okay, I believe this is menu 3. I'm still learning about these rations, and then I believe this is the production date of 1/7/2020, maybe the best by date, still researching. And this is an actual ration. There is a civilian version that actually has a cardboard top instead of just the plastic, so it's cool to know that. But I'm going to go and open this up, and it has 24 hours. It's like a day set. So I'm going to cut the top open. It's a very large bag, so you can actually store everything back inside. So that's really nice. I didn't see a tear notch or anything. So kind of get everything out and see what we have. Okay, the first thing we have is an instant dessert cream cranberry. That sounds fantastic. We have a chocolate muesli. Tea with lemon mix. This is a strawberry, like a protein or nutrient drink. And then we have a tropic, like a mineral drink. I'm guessing this is like an isotonic drink, maybe. We have the accessory kit, the infamous sesame bar, and then two main packets. This is, I think, chicken and curry sauce. And then we have a hunter's pot with beef and noodles. So really excited to try both those mains out. And we'll take a look at the accessory kit next. There's a cool little resealable connector. So all you do is kind of pull it through, and it seals like a Ziploc or a zip tie, but it actually comes apart real easy. So that's really nice. You can reseal it. So right off the bat, we have 2 Cool Fresh hand wipes. We got 1 coffee extract. I think a total of 2, 3, and a tea. So we have a tea extract and 3 coffee extracts. Some sugar, some salt, some more sugar, and actually there's quite a bit of sugars actually. Looks like 6 sugars. And then I believe this is coffee and tea whitener. 3 of those. Okay, I got my breakfast items up and I resealed my case. And like I said, with the bag so big, you can just throw everything right back in you're not using. So for breakfast, I'm going to have the strawberry drink, chocolate muesli, and the coffee. Alright, first thing I'll do is try out this wet nap. Did come with 2 of them. So there's only one, has a nice lemon smell to it. They fall apart similar to other ones, but at least clean my hands off before breakfast. Got my water ready for the strawberry drink. It takes 500 milliliters of cold water. Gonna open this packaging, take a look at it. I don't know if this is like a protein powder, but it's strawberry. So it's got a nice pink color to it. Let's go ahead and pour it in the water. There's quite a bit of mix there. So it should make a very thick shake. Has a nice strawberry, actually a natural strawberry smell instead of artificial. The kit did not come with any utensils, so I'm just going to use the Minotaur Trading Company Tactical Spork. Like I said, this is a lot of mix for 500 milliliters, so I'm hoping I can get it to mix up good. And then I got my water warming up for the chocolate muesli and the coffee. Okay, the hot water is ready to go. I got my coffee mug. Put a nice tear notch on this coffee extract too. I don't see any other tear notches or anything else on the other ones, but this one just tear, put the powder in, we'll add the hot water, and then the rest goes to the chocolate muesli. Just going to cut the top off and use this as a bowl. Alright, that's what the muesli looks like before in the water. And it's got like a cocoa mix on there, chunks of chocolate and oats. Let's go ahead and add the hot water and see what happens. No, the oats will definitely, or the chocolate's definitely going to melt. Okay, I got the strawberry drink mix all mixed up. It actually mixed up quite well. There's not that many chunks in there, and it looks very thick and creamy. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. Wow, that drink is amazing. It has a very natural strawberry flavor. It's not artificial at all, and it just tastes like strawberries and milk. It's a very nice shake, and actually thickened up quite nice. Okay, the chocolate muesli is ready to go. Actually thickened up really nice. All the chocolate melted. Let's go ahead and give that a try. Usually the mueslis are semi-sweet. This is actually very sweet. It has a nice natural dark chocolate flavor, and that dark chocolate melted down and got saturated all the oats. It's like a very creamy base. But overall, this is a fantastic muesli. All right, it's time to try the coffee. Oh yeah, the coffee is really good too. Very bold, a little bit bitter. You could add sugar in the whitener if you wanted to, but I like just bold coffee. And it goes great with the strawberry and the chocolate muesli because they're actually pretty sweet, so you can drink the coffee, kind of balance everything out. Although breakfast has been very basic and only having like 3 main components, I tell you the quality is excellent. I'm very excited for lunch and dinner. I'll actually be heading out to the next spot and we'll have some lunch. Found a perfect spot for lunch. I actually found a fell tree that's I'm going to use as my table. So I'm going to have the tea with lemon, the coffee, sesame bar, and I believe this is chicken and curry sauce. So I got the water warming up for the chicken and curry sauce and the coffee. I'll go ahead and open up the tea and mix that up. The tea calls for 800 milliliters, but I'm only using 700 milliliters of water because I don't want to overfill this cup. But that mixes quite a bit, so just going to go and dump it in, give it a good stir. Alright, I forgot we had the tea extract, so I'm just going to use this for lunch instead of the coffee, because I had coffee for breakfast. I'm going to try this tea. Since I got lemon tea for nice refreshing drink, this will be my hot. I'm going to put the 2 sugars in it. I got the hot water ready for the tea and the main. And it's calling for 325 to 350 milliliters of hot water. Open the tear notch. Okay, it does not have a Ziploc or resealable top, so I'm just going to fold it over. But that's what it looks like before the water. Let's go ahead and add the water. Go ahead and add the sugars to my tea. And then I'm going to use the I'm going to try the sesame bar without heating it up. I think the best way is definitely have some hot stuff with it so you can soften it up some. Okay, go ahead and try the sesame bar by itself. See how it, because it comes in layers, and sometimes they just fuse together. Yep, this one's pretty much fused. I don't know if I could get it apart. A little bit. So we can try one of these pieces. It's actually not that bad. I mean, this one's pretty fresh, but once you get the layer off, but they are still really hard to separate. But it's got a nice sesame flavor to it. They initially start off hard, and then once you warm them up a little bit in your mouth, they get softer. And that's why I suggest putting them in the tea and like hot tea or hot coffee, and that way you can enjoy it without the dangers of hurting your teeth. I'm going to go ahead and wash that down with the tea with lemon. I'm usually not a huge fan of the artificial or tea mixes. This is not that bad. The lemon flavor is artificial, but the tea flavor is very smooth, very natural, and they go together really well. It's lightly sweetened, so it's still able to quench your thirst, but not be overly sweet where it does not. So I'm going to try the sesame bar. Now it's warmed up a little bit better. Try it like that. Oh yeah, with the heat, it becomes pliable as a normal granola bar. Still get all the good natural flavors from it, and it actually goes well with this tea. I'm going to go ahead and try the tea now. Hot tea. Tea is very bold and very bitter. I probably didn't mix it with enough water in this cup, but I just wanted to try it in the cup. And it goes great with the sesame bar because, I mean, I had the 2 sugars and I can't even tell. But the sesame bar is a nice sweetness to it. Okay, the main's ready to go. So one thing that's interesting is it actually has pineapple pieces and sultanas in it. and I've never had a curry like that before, so it should be pretty interesting. So they got the chicken, the rice, and then I got a sultana right there. Go ahead and try that out. This main is actually like one of the more dynamic mains I've tried. It's a sweet and savory, so there's a sweetness to it from the pineapple and the sultanas, and then the savory from the chicken and the rice. It goes really well together, but it's a little bit weird for me. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoy it, but it's the first time I've had something like that that's so sweet and savory. I think, you know, like it's meant to be a lunch, but actually turned out really well. With every bite, I'm like, breakfast main, lunch main, breakfast main, lunch main. It's like my internal struggle, but it worked out really well. It works out really well. Again, the lunch, 3 base components, but the quality is still there. So breakfast was great, lunch was great. Now it's time, next stop, we'll be hitting up dinner. Okay, made it to the last stop, and it is dinner time, and I'm pretty hungry. Last meal of the Austrian Menu 3. And for dinner we have, looks like a tropic drink, an instant dessert, cream cranberry. Really excited for that. And then the main is the hunter's pot with beef and noodles. So I'll go ahead and get the water warmed up for the main and see what else we got. Add the water to the dessert cream, and then we'll mix up the drink. And I got the water warming up for the main. Oh wow, there's actually chunks of cranberries in there. So I can imagine this is going to be awesome. And I think it only takes 160 milliliters of water, so only a little bit. Go ahead and add some, mix it up. I'm really excited for that. All right, I have the water for the main done, and then I got the water ready for the tropic drink. The dessert cream actually mixed up, it's super thick, and it just can hang out over here and let it reconstitute. It looks amazing. Let's take a look at this hunter's pot beef and noodles. So that's what it looks like. Looks like a macaroni noodles. Has a beef smell to it. Open up the gusset. Drop the hot water in. Give it a stir and let it sit. All right, now add in the tropical drink, and this calls for 800 milliliters again, but I just went with 700. And these drinks are definitely need a lot of fluids out here, so it's really nice. It actually calls for so much water. I am left wondering, you know, like one thing that I do see it's missing, like a nut raisin mix or some, you know, just little sides. But again, the quality of the product is top notch. All right, I'm just gonna have the dessert first since that's ready, and we'll try that out. It's got big chunks of the cranberries in there. It's nice and thick. Wow, that's absolutely amazing. The cranberries softened up. They have a nice little bite to them. It's very lightly sweet, but it has a wonderful cranberry flavor, and it's like a cranberries and cream. Another way to explain it is like kind of like warm ice cream. It's like the closest thing you're gonna get to ice cream probably in a ration. It's really good. I'm gonna go ahead and try the tropic drink now. Okay, the mineral drink Tropic, it's a little bit bitter, but it does quench your thirst like a sports drink, but it's not sweet at all. I expect it to be sweet. It actually has a grapefruit flavor, and it's kind of bitter. But I don't mind it being it's pretty hot out right now, and it just, you know, need something to quench my thirst. All right, I believe the main's ready to go. Go ahead and check it out. Oh yeah, looks like it reconstituted perfectly. Let's go ahead and give it a mix. So it looks like noodles are looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. Another fantastic main from Travelot's company. This is like a high quality beef stroganoff. The flavor is really balanced. It needs no seasoning whatsoever. I wouldn't even add hot sauce to it. Perfectly edible just on its own. Okay, another fantastic meal. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and we'll talk more in final thoughts. Okay, so final thoughts on the Austrian 24-hour menu number 3. I think it worked out pretty good for the hike. I was very impressed with all the quality of the components. Start off with breakfast. We had the chocolate muesli and the strawberry protein drink. Very good, both very high quality. The dark chocolate and the muesli was fantastic, and it reconstituted perfectly. Same with the strawberry drink. It tasted like like real strawberries instead of artificial, so that was very nice. Now, one thing I noticed is none of the meals really had snacks or sides. There was like 3 main components for each meal. That's how I did it. And you know, I would have added some like trail mix or something like that to each one. And it didn't come with utensils. So a couple things they could add in the future to maybe make it a little bit better. As far as lunch, I had a really nice curry chicken, and it was like sweet and savory. It had pineapples and sultanas in it, and it had like a nice savory curry sauce. And the rice worked out really good. The sesame bar, of course, is good, but you just got to really watch it because it's pretty hard and it's dangerous on your teeth. And then for dinner, I had that was my favorite. Dinner was definitely MVP. It had the Hunter's Pot beef and noodles. It was like a high quality beef stroganoff, really, really good flavor. And then the cranberry dessert cream was the favorite out of everything. It was like having ice cream out here because it was just very creamy, very natural. It had chunks of cranberries in it, reconstituted perfectly. It was a great ration. It was very high quality, and I suggest anybody want to try it. These are definitely, the travel lunch are very impressive. So now I got to pack up and then head back on the trail and get back home. So that's all I got now. So thanks for watching. Have a good day.